I'm Veronica Marie, and I want to talk to you a little bit about emotions today. My background is behavioral health psychology, so I love behavioral health from a psychological perspective. I also love spirituality, so I love to merge the two. I've been coaching since 2007. I started training life coaches in my own life coach training program in 2014. What I bring to you is a wealth of knowledge from different sources, whether it be Christianity or New Age or ancient texts or current psychological perspectives. I bring it all to you so I can hit you from all different angles. Primarily, my experience is in the inner child work. And I ran a life coach training program called Inner Healing Specialist, where I train coaches to bring people through a very real process of inner healing. Because I know that most people don't experience the emotional healing that they're looking for because they just don't know. Nobody teaches us about our emotions. Nobody tells us what they are and what to do about them. We don't know if they're important or if they're not. We overemphasize and de-emphasize, underemphasize all of that. My desire is to help you live a healthier and a happier life through a well-rounded perspective. So I don't just talk to you about fitness and nutrition. I talk to you about emotional wellness and spirituality as well. Sometimes you got to eat the fish and throw away the bones. Maybe you don't like what I'm saying, but there is some wisdom that you can glean. I'm grateful that you're here. If you have a friend who is having emotional difficulty, which that's pretty much all of us, go ahead and press share and share this video so that we can get to talking. I often feel led to do videos when a topic is recurring throughout the week. So if several people come to me with the same topic, I usually like to share about it because that means that the collective is having that issue as well. And I'm just like you. I'm just like you. I experience emotional difficulty. I experience a broad range of emotion, but the difference is I know how to heal, and I also have my own support systems because coaches need coaches. It's only so much you can see about yourself from the inside out. Sometimes you need other people's perspectives, and taking on other people's perspectives within a container of people that I highly respect has really just caused me to grow exponentially in a short amount of time. So I'm here to talk to you about emotions. I once had a therapist tell me that our emotions are to the soul what pain is to the body, right? They're indicators that something is happening inside. For example, if you break your arm, it's beneficial for you to hurt so that you can go to the doctor. And the intensity of the hurt tells you, usually, the intensity of the injury. Well, with emotional pain, the intensity of the emotional pain usually is an indicator of the depth of the emotional wound, right? So a lot of people want to bypass their emotions. I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to do me. I'm just not going to, we do a lot of bypassing, but here's the thing, and I love this analogy. Remember the record players back in the day? The old ones that played the vinyl records? I'm 42, so I still remember that. So you would place the record on the player, and then it would begin to spin. Now, if it was spinning without the needle on it, it was still spinning, but it wasn't making noise, right? But still spinning. Once you put the needle on the record, then the noise starts coming out, right? Well, emotions that we don't resolve are that vinyl record on the record player spinning, just spinning. Unresolved emotions don't go away by themselves usually. It's just spinning. It's not making noise. You're not hurting. You think you're over it. You think nothing is wrong until something happens. Something puts the needle on that record and it begins to make noise. And you're like, oh my God, I'm so angry. You begin to experience strong emotions, right? Those emotions could be anger or bitterness or resentment or sadness or fear. You experience the emotion because some situation, true talk, some situation put that needle on the record, all right? Now, you could do a few things with the sound that's coming out, right? You can ignore it and act like no sound is coming out, which is what a lot of people do. They act like they're not hurt. They act like they're not bothered. They try to move on, right? But that's not going to work. You know why? Because situations are going to keep coming and putting that needle back on the record, and it's just going to keep on playing, and you're going to be in a pattern, right? Unresolved emotions are within your being like spinning records, and they don't stop until you make the decision to heal forward, right? So you can ignore it. The other thing that you can do is you could go numb. A lot of people do this. They shut down. They learn how to shut down because they've experienced so much pain in their lives, so much disappointment that they didn't know how to handle it. So what they did was they allowed it to go within their being, and they don't even feel anymore. They don't feel, and they think that's healing. So they'll say, oh, that doesn't even bother me anymore. That person can yell and scream at me. That person can berate me. The person can do this and that. It doesn't bother me anymore. That's numbness, okay? You numb out. So let's say you broke your arm, a bone in your arm, let's say, and your arm was numb. You wouldn't feel it, but that doesn't mean it's not broken, right? There was a story of a little girl who had a disorder with her nerves where she could not feel pain. So she would gnaw away at her tongue and she didn't know it. Think about the times you've gone to the dentist and your mouth has been numb and you've been chewing on your tongue and you didn't know it, right? That's what numbing out does. So they actually had to take out her teeth to prevent her from destroying herself, because she would bite all of her fingers and her tongue or whatever. And a lot of people are living in that emotional state. They're numb. The other thing that you can do is start blaming other people. They did this and they said that and they. You could do that too. Blame, shame, guilt, punish, lash out. You can do all of that as well, which is where a lot of people reside also. So this is why when you try to stop yelling and screaming, or you go passive aggressive. And that's a big one, being passive aggressive, because we think because we're not yelling and screaming, because we're not insulting people, that we're actually acting in a healthy way. But being passive aggressive is toxic as well. You feel something, you don't express it, but you act out because you're feeling, right? So you decide, okay, they want to do that, I'm not calling them tomorrow. Passive aggressive. Okay, she said that I'm not important, all right? I'm going to be not important. Passive aggressive, right? Do you do that? If you do, there's help for you. So then finally you can heal it, and that's where the majority of people fall short, because they don't know how to heal. They hear the word healing, they don't know what healing is, they don't know how to heal, they don't know what it involves, they don't even know where to go for healing. A lot of people go to therapy and they think that they're going to get healing, and they don't even get it from therapy. They go to the church and they want to have hands laid upon them and people to pray for them, and they still don't experience healing. It's because at large we just don't understand our emotions, how they work, and how to heal them. Well, I'm here. For a while I've been wanting to reopen my emotional wellness group. I had a group for years, and then I shut it down as I moved into fitness, because fitness was kind of consuming a lot of my time. But now I'm at the point in my life where I'm ready to bring all of my skills and my offerings together, because people need them. So if you're interested in something like that, you can send me an inbox and we can talk about what that looks like. But I really want to help people journey through emotional healing in a way where they feel safe, where they feel confident, so that you can live a healthier and happier life, and you can stop some of the patterns in your relationships. I used to do a course called Emotional Intelligence Boot Camp, where I taught couples about the patterns that happen within relationships that cause you to keep repeating the same thing over and over again, feeling helpless and stuck. Right? So I want to bring all of that back, and you will start seeing me bring it back slowly. Right now, I have my YouTube channel that I haven't really paid a lot of attention to. I'm going to start funneling some energy in that direction. I'm Veronica Marie on YouTube. And there'll be some courses coming forward as well to help you understand things like anxiety, depression. Why do I know about these things? Number one, because of my background, but number two, because I've had firsthand experience with them. Toxic relationships, communication issues, self-worth issues, all of those things are part of my passion. I'm trained in it and I'm growing deeper every single day, and I want to help you. So inbox me if this interests you. Share this video with a friend, because everybody has emotional difficulty, right? But not everybody has support. Not everybody has knowledge. Not everybody knows where to go, and I want to help you. I want to help our collective. We're in a crazy, crazy time, y'all. And we can't afford to grow slowly anymore. We need to evolve quickly. We need to become more conscious quickly. And some people say, oh, I'm conscious, I'm woke, but you don't know what to do with your emotions. So you're really unconscious, all right? But you can wake up. We all can wake up. And we're all waking up at different levels. So there's no shame there. There's no judgment. Because as long as you're in the process, that's what's most important. I'm Veronica Marie. I love y'all dearly. I appreciate you. And if you need any help, let me know. Share this video. Go to YouTube, Veronica Marie. Subscribe, and I'm going to start uploading regularly things that will help you. I'll talk